This is a logger for the airplane. It's a micro SD card breakout, an accelerometer, and a barometric pressure sensor. This gives me altitude, temperature, and air pressure. This gives me X, Y, and Z angles, as well as acceleration. That's mostly what I'm using it for. This SD card is just a garbage SD card in the breakout. The wiring isn't that complicated. This code, though. This took me well over 5 hours to make, and I didn't even write it. I edited it, I had to, splice codes together, and this took, since I've been working on this since yesterday. I only just finished it a few seconds ago. What it does is it logs altitude, temperature, pressure, and X, Y, and Z angles, so like this, and acceleration. So if it goes faster or slower, it'll pick that up. Normally it's at 9.4 meters a second, because that's what speed the Earth is. And it logs everything to this SD card. And if I take the SD card out of here, drop it on the floor, and then plug it into my computer, we get a beautiful log with all of the data we want. So as you can see, temperature, pressure, altitude, XYZ, and acceleration. And I set it to update every second. I can change that if I need it to be a bit faster, a bit slower. The pressure and temperature are accurate. The altitude is not, because it's just basing that off the temperature and the pressure. The X, Y, and Z is also pretty accurate. The technical details, the SD card breakout is running off of SPI. Both of these are I2C on the single 2 pins, and this is connected over here to SPI. So I'm using 2 different interfaces, because this I would preferably use only I2C, but I have to use SPI because this doesn't use I2C. These two do though, and I2C is way better than SPI, just because it is. The wiring isn't that complicated. There's 2 wires coming out of here. These are both connected to the same I2C lines. This gets its own SPI, and they're all running off of 5 volts. It says, I think it's supposed to take 3, but it works, and I'm using a garbage SD card that I don't care about anyway, so who cares.